All right, my boys and girls, I am going to show you how to make an origami paper cup. But for that pattern, for that origami, we need a square piece of paper. And I don't have any square pieces of paper, but I can show you how we can turn this rectangle into a square by folding it and using my scissors. So one hand is going to hold, the other hand will fold. I'm going to notice I'm horizontal here too, just so you can follow along. I have my paper horizontal. One hand is holding, the other is folding. This time I'm going to fold my paper all the way down to here. What I want to do is line up this edge with this edge. Watch. I'm going to hold my paper and fold it. See how they're not lined up? Not lined up, right? This edge is higher than this one. I want to bring it down until it sits nicely on the edge. And then I'm going to hold my paper with one hand and fold it up to the middle. Slide it down. Slide it up. Now, what we've done is we have folded a nice little square, but what we need to do is cut off this extra piece. So I'm going to take this hand, it's going to hold it. This hand is now going to fold. I'm just going to fold this over. And I'm going to fold it carefully so that I make a little crease that runs right along this line. If you don't want to do that, you could just grab a pencil and you could just trace this edge, creating a nice little line, right? Or if you want to just skip all that, you could just take your scissors, hold your folded paper carefully, and go ahead and cut. You want to try to not cut into the folded part of your paper, but that, you're going to end up with a little rectangle extra. And then when you open up your paper, you should have a relatively square square. Now, this is already cool because we're halfway, not halfway, but we've actually already started our origami paper cup fold. So I'm going to start with my paper in a little diamond shape. And because I took my rectangle and I folded it to make my square, this first fold you're doing is actually already done. Isn't that cool? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my triangle. I'm going to have the flat bottom on the bottom and the top of my triangle at the top. One hand is going to hold. This hand is going to fold. You're going to bring this corner over here. Now, this part's a little tricky. I'm going to ask you to use your imagination. I want you to eyeball. See this side of the triangle? I want you to find the midpoint, the middle of this triangle side. So, is this the middle of the side of the triangle? No. Is this the middle? Definitely not. It's going to be somewhere like, I don't know, maybe right about here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to get it close to the middle. So we'll go ahead and we'll say, oh, right there. So this hand is going to hold it, and I'm going to fold with the other hand. See that? Now I'm going to take, this hand is going to hold, this hand is going to fold. Again, it doesn't always want to fold, so use your hands to smooth and work the paper. Now what you're going to do is you're going to bring this triangle point over to right here. Do you see where my paper fold is? Where it meets right there? You want that triangle corner to go right there. So one hand is going to hold, the other will line it up and fold. Slide, slide, smooth that fold. Now the cool part. This top part has two layers, right? See the two layers of paper here? Just take one layer. Notice where my thumbs are. They're holding the cup. This is the bottom of the cup. And my other fingers on top, they're going to fold down that paper nice and flat. Then you're going to flip your cup over, and then you fold down the other side. Now to open up your cup, pick it up, and you're going to separate the top, and boom, you have yourself a little paper cup. And yes, it can actually hold water for a brief period of time. We all know what happens when you put water into a paper cup, right? And if you don't know, go ahead and try it, but do it over the sink. All right, enjoy making as many paper cups as your little heart desires, artists. I'll see you later. Bye.